Most of the gurus on Twitter, on any other app within the world are pretty much frauds because they go out there and put one message out, no matter how morally it sounds, no matter how logical it sounds, they put out one message. Problem is, that's actually not going to work for a majority of the people. The people are living different existences, and because they're living different existences, they have different issues to deal with. So what helps one person in Indonesia is not going to help another person in Russia. What helps one person in Belarus is not going to help another person in Japan. We're all experiencing different issues. So while the self-help gurus actually sound good, besides GG33, I don't know who's actually teaching you anything. For instance, you might find someone who's an 11 life path, find that person extremely motivating, and his message might resonate to you, and he has actually helped you in life. I feel it. But a majority of people who will listen to his message will not have the same effect. Because the problems a 9 has are not the same problems a 7 has. The problems a 7 has are not the same problems a 3 has. Yada, yada, yada. You have to individualize in it. It has to be individualized. That's why most of these people are frauds, even though some of them are doing good work. Because for them, it's one size fit all. That's not how this virtual reality works. That's not how this matrix. Let's say both people are 28 life paths, but they're going through different year cycles. They're not born in the same place, same time. It's not that easy. I fucking wish it was that easy. I wouldn't have to fucking spend a decade researching this shit before I open my mouth. Yeah, can you believe this? I actually kept my mouth shut when I was learning this stuff. I wasn't very vocal. I was being someone who was born on the 7th. 3 years, pretty much isolated myself. Not from, communicating with other people, but actually, going out there. Hi, how you doing? What's your birthday? Read them, just go back. No one came in my house. I was just chill by myself besides a couple girls, a couple close friends. And again, that's a loose and family, plus the people I was serving. I was a little hustler back then, but I didn't really have too much communication with others. That was an experience I was going through at that time, but that wouldn't be the correct experience right now. Because, see, it's not just different people in different lands going through different experiences. It's also you. The person you are now, you most likely will not be in 30 years. I mean, you'll have the same memories. You'll have the same experiences based on the environment you were in. But you will not be going through the same thinking process. We all evolve. Most people on this planet devolving. And that's something you have to learn to be a speaker. Serious, throw the joke in there. That's the difference between me and everyone else. I'm actually teaching out here. I'm actually teaching. Pythagoras had Plato. I'm going to have fucking thousands of Platos. Yeah, that's definitely ego. Because you should be proud of something that other people can accomplish. I look at other 33s, and they have definitely outmaneuvered me, and they have definitely done better job than me accumulating money. I'm just a punk ass millionaire where, people like Vince McMahon, other people who are 33 life paths, they're in the billionaire range, or they're advising people, every single minute. I only know basically a handful of billionaires. I've given it readings to about 50 of them. Other people can go to their house. They just use me for information, a majority of them. So, and again, some of them I have close relationships with. Some, they just call me whenever they need to. They pay me enough. I tell them. It is what it is. That is how everything works. The bottom line is people of influence come to me, but people of influence come to other 33s a lot more than me. The difference is I wasn't handed anything. My journey was way tougher. Vince McMahon had a daddy who left him a lot of money. My daddy gave me a better gift. He fucking came to America from the Soviet Union. He escaped the Soviet Union in the 70s in the midst of the Cold War. He outmaneuvered the communists in the Soviet Union and got his ass to America. And not only that, got my mother into America in the 70s. That in itself had a lower percentage of happening than becoming a fucking millionaire. So I thank him every day. I didn't understand at the time. But the point is, he helped me come here, and that's all I needed. Other people already got a head start. And that's how some of you guys should feel too. But I want you to understand something. My job is to influence. Your job is not the same. Some of your jobs could be, honestly, raising your kids. And those kids could be great individuals. That's the role some people play. That's the role my mother played. Some of you could go out there and be teachers to people who change the world. I know I'm going to do that. Some of you out there are just there to experience an existence for yourself, not others. We all don't have the same role. And that is the beauty of what I'm teaching. Because while some people will teach you how to lift weights, and that's useful, and some people will teach you about health, and I'll help you live a couple of years longer in this virtual reality, I'm teaching you everything. Absolutely everything. Because unlike other 33s who are trying to get out, I was actually fucking bet in here. At the end of the day, folks, your mission is not to pray to a god or many gods. It's not to go out there and steal and hustle people. Your job is to make the world a better place than you came in it before you leave. That is ultimately your job. If you have a soul, if you're an NPC, none of that shit matters. If you're an NPC, do whatever the fuck you want because you're not going to get hit with karma. You don't have a soul. No soul, no karma. Like no time, no gravity. They go hand in hand. Yeah, it's going to hit some people hard. You know? There's some actually good NPCs out there. No, you guys didn't think about that, did you? There's some actual good NPCs out there who've been around people with souls, and they're trying to have a soul themselves. Like the Wizard of Oz. They all were missing something. The Wizard of Oz. You guys never think. It's always subliminal, the messages. So yes, there's some good NPCs out there. But most of them are corrupted. Just like a lot of people with souls are corrupted. Keep sucking dick. Guys, not with souls, that's a good one. Real good one. That's how you fucking contaminate your soul. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know what happens when you take one man's semen and you put it next to another? Why don't you Google the fucking that shit, see what happens. Syphilis. Nature is telling you that is not what you should be doing because karma and disease go hand in hand. Oh, am I hurting your feelings? Oh, am I? I'm so sorry. Please find someone who gives a fuck. I don't care. If I cared about people's feelings, if I cared about politics, I'd have another zero in my bank account. I don't. I know when it's my time to go, I'll be able to say, yo, I wasn't fake. I was real. And that